The story is, imagine like you want to talk about how many people's kidneys get harvested, right? Instead of saying a stat or data, something boring like 1 out of 5 people who visit this country get their kidneys harvested. Like, okay, cool, that's just numbers. It's gonna be hard for people to remember that. But if you were to say something like the story about it, like that this guy, he woke up in a tub full of ice, and then when he turned on the side, he saw that the little paper on top of it, there was a phone. He grabbed the phone and the paper, and the paper said, don't move, call 911. So then the guy called and he said, hey, like I woke up in this tub full of ice, like I don't know what's going on, I found this phone. And then the person, I forgot what they're called, but the person said, hey, slowly reach behind you, and do you feel anything? Do you feel like a tube? He said, yeah, I feel like a tube. He's like, okay. So I don't remember if it was not don't worry, but basically like, okay, so here's what happened. Your kidney just got harvested, we're on the way. So when you hear that story, you're gonna remember that story more than you're gonna remember the 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 10 people get their kidneys harvested. I even told you that stat a few minutes ago. I don't even remember it, and it came from me. So you're not even gonna remember it either. But you're gonna remember those little stories. Also, one little story that's in the book too, it's a long story, I'm just gonna summarize it. So there was 2 kids that died during Halloween, and when the kids got the autopsy or whatever, it was due to drugs. So what ended up happening is one of the little boys found their dad's secret stash and OD'd, overdosed. So the dad, to cover himself, he got some of the drugs and sprinkled it onto the candy, and he was like, oh no, it's the candy that came with it. But by the time like they found out that it was actually him, that story already took off, and it became like an urban legend that like, hey, make sure you check the candy because people are putting drugs in there. Nobody ever did that. The dad did it, so that way they don't get caught that, you know, the kid got into the secret stash. I don't know how they figured it out. The book doesn't say it, but yeah, you'll remember that, like that story that was so impactful. Hey, there's drugs in the kids' candy. We remember that even till today. Look at how big of an impact that had.